So on this question, we're trying to solve a logarithm question. And so how we solve logs is we always cancel out the log word and do the swish thing. So grab the base, we start with the base, you can go over here and then to there. So it'll become W to the 4th power equals 2401. No more log words. So that's always our first step when we've got a log. We got the log word in there and we're in the log language. Is you want to get rid of the log word. And what changes you out of the log language, you get out of the log, cross out the log, is you start with the base and do the swish thing. So W to the 4th is 2401, okay? Now, so now we're into just the normal power language. How do we solve this now? Let me give you two ways. You have two options. You can do whichever one you want. I would suggest probably the easiest thing is just simply to guess again. I'm just going to suggest guessing. And then I'll give you a formal technique as well. If guessing feels repugnant to you, feels unacademic and juvenile, I'll show you a more formal way also. So first off, I would just guess. I would just go, I don't know, what to the 4th power is 2401? Let me take my calculator. Maybe I'll try 8. Is 8 to the 4th power? And then just take your calculator and hit 8 to the 4th power and go, oh, no, that's a 4096. That's too big. Maybe it's like 6 to the 4th power. Let me try that one. You go 6 to the 4th power, and that's 1296. Oh, no, that's too small, right? Isn't it supposed to be 2401? This is too small. This is coming out too small. This is coming out too big. It's probably got to be right by 2. It's probably 7 to the 4th, I imagine. Let me see. Hey, yep, there it is. 7 to the 4th. Whoops, I wrote that wrong. 2401. So yeah, so the W needs to be 7. So then the answer is the W is 7. So you can just solve it by guessing, kind of like we did some of the other stuff. Or now, again, if that seems too goofy to you, or let me give you another way. You could, here would be like the more advanced technical way of doing it. Here, I'll bring this in right here. So you take the W to the 4th, you take the 2401. So here's the official academic way. You would raise both sides to the 1/4 power. Why? Because that'll cancel this out and get W alone. That's what you're trying to do, right? Solve for W. So that would be the formal way of doing it, is you would raise both sides to the 1/4. Why? Because these will cancel, right? 1/4 of 4 is just cancels out. It's just 1. It's just W to the 1, which is just W, right? Right? These 4s cross cancel. You with me? Right? You know that, right? If you take 4 times 1/4, this one's really 4 over 1. The 4s cancel. It's just 1. This W to the 1 or just W, right? So you just raise both sides of 1/4 power. Now, what do you do? So over here, you do this on your calculator. You take 2401 and you raise it to the 1/4 power. So you literally would type in this right here on your calculator, 2401 to the power. Now, the power button is different for different calculators. It's an up arrow, or it's like an X to the Y button, or some calculators, it's X to the blank, and then you got to go parenthesis 1 divided by 4. On some calculators, you have to do parentheses, some you don't, sort of depends. That's how you do that, 2401 to the 1/4 power. And if you do all that, you'll get the 7. You'll get the same answer we got by guessing. That's why I'm saying guessing is probably easier. Just guess, you'll probably have it quicker. But if you want a formal, official way, to get rid of like a 4th power, you do a 1/4 power, because that's the opposite of a 4 is a 1/4, right? That's how we get rid of anything, don't we? We always do the opposite. So the opposite of a 4th power is a 1/4 power. And whatever you do to one side, you have no choice but do the same thing to the other. That turns it into the W to the 1 or just W. And that gets you your answer straight away. So you could do it that way. I could even show it here. I've got a demonstration calculator, which I like to show every now and then. Let me show you. I'll show it on my demonstration calculator. There it is. Isn't that nice? It's a big demonstration calculator. I'm sort of proud of that thing. All right. So, but I'm a weird math teacher, so I get proud of weird things. All right. So let me just show you how to actually do that thing we just said. I'm going to go 2401 to the power. See, I hit that up arrow. On my calculator, up arrow is the power. Some of them it's x to the y, some of them it's x to the blank, or blank to the blank, or whatever, to the power. And then what? I'm going to go 1 divided by 4. See how 1/4 is in the power zone there? Hit the button. There it is, the 7. So that's what I'm saying. That's the other way to do it. So let me go back to the original problem. So you can do it either way. There it is. And it's probably easier just to do the guess method. So over here, guessing on the calculator. Guessing on the calculator is probably the easiest way of them all. And so there we go.